following contest is an elimination match and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making her way to the ring from Huntsville, Alabama, Allison Wagner.
Testing, 1, 2. Okay, good catch. You know, it's funny, every time we mess with a few of the things, something seems to go wrong. So, thank God we caught it a little bit early. There we go, we're back. We're back and in a big way. So I was saying earlier in the stream, we had a problem with the camera. The problem with the camera was something to do with the computer and some updates that needed to be done. So there's that. So when we go through and we actually fix that, the very next thing that's got to happen is obviously the microphone's got to go out. Why would it be any different? So very first time ever, Money in the Bank women's WCW briefcase being challenged for very first ever in the history of the brand new WCW. Will there be a Money in the Bank briefcase on the line?
And representing the Hart Foundation from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Bobbi Hart.
The other thing is, in the very last episode, we had tried a couple things and it didn't work, so we have reset that match yet again. Hogan won the first one against Totes. Can Totes win the second one here tonight? We will find out. Both men's and women's tag team titles on the line. This is the go-home show, though, for our very first WCW versus WWE pay-per-view, which will be WarGames. And it will also be our 100th episode. But quite a few specialty matches happening here tonight. Two, we are also going to get to see the Hart Foundation on the men's side face off against the New World Order in a four-way tag match elimination style.
And from Virginia, the irresistible force, Rebecca Dawn.
So these pay-per-views with the WWE facing off against the WCW are really, really big matches. Not just for what's going to happen in the WarGames matches, but all the Universal titles will be on the line. So if a WCW wrestler holds a Universal Championship, a WWE wrestler will challenge them for it. Now, because the pay-per-view events don't happen all the time, it is a big deal that they win if they want those title belts in their brand. Those title belts will help catapult their brand. And I'll give you an example. Right now, the WWE owns both Universal Tag Team titles, whereas the WCW owns both individual men and women's Universal World Championships. Well, it has been a minute since we have seen Crimson, but here she is making her way down to the ring right now. Also a new look for Crimson as well.
Representing the Ministry of Darkness from the pits of hell, Crimson.
So Crimson, same idea, however, a different look. Getting our first look at it here tonight. And even though we've seen Rebecca's look as far as the manager goes, this will be the first time we actually see her in Season 5 wrestling with her new look as well. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. Right now would be a great time to share the video to let more people know that this is going on.
And representing the Maniacs from the Wasteland, the unrelenting Tekryn.
It's kind of funny with Tekryn too. You can look at her and think that maybe she belongs in the Ministry of Darkness, and maybe one day that's the way it goes. However, since she has come in to our wrestling universe, she has always been aligned with the Maniacs and has never gone out to find another tag team partner. Will that be a thing in the future? Or will it not? Haven't seen a whole lot of Jade Jarrett, but a member of the Four Horsewomen now making her way down, getting her shot at the Money in the Bank title, or Money in the Bank briefcase, which would give her or whoever wins it a shot at the WCW World Championship whenever she wants it. If you remember, on the men's side, Sentinel is the current men's Money in the Bank championship holder.
Jade Jarrett.
I do too, Sentinel. They got to fix some Money in the Bank briefcase things. They got to fix the double title matches. I mean, there's some basic stuff that should be fixed in the next one. Right now, there is some talk that possibly WWE 2k23 may be delayed with the writer strikes and the actor strikes, etc., etc. Don't know if it'll affect the game at all. Just something that we're going to be keeping an eye on as we get closer to March.
And representing the NWO from Huntsville, Alabama, the Extreme Heather D.
Heather, the leader of the NWO and the only leader on the women's side ever of the New World Order, now going to make her way down to the ring. We have quite a few former world champions vying for a shot at that world title, but this is one of the easy ways to get there. Well, not easy, but easier ways to actually win. A lot more strategy is involved if you can win this briefcase. You can cash it in at the end of a match, the beginning of a match. You're not getting a shot, you cash it in. You've got a open contract to challenge for the title whenever you want to do that. Yeah, I think they came close this year by initially putting the rivalry actions into the game. I think next year they will take it to the next step, and hopefully you'll be able to individually pick those things. They need to bring back interviews and bring back promos. That's something sorely missed that added a lot of depth to our universe mode.
And their opponent, representing Legacy, from Neo, Osaka, Miss Nightmare.
Miss Nightmare, another former world champion, did not think they were going to be able to ever get the belt off of her, but finally, one of them did, and now the current world champion, Ozzy, is back in the world title picture. Ozzy being one of our greatest world champions that we have ever had. Now, where's the WCW world title? So the WCW brand, something we are going to be sticking with for quite a while moving forward. That will allow us to build up a lot more of a history for our wrestling promotion. But here we go, 8-way match getting started right now. You can see it used to be a thing where the wrestlers would pair up and kind of stay that way for a minute. No longer is that the case. They will be in and out, moving side to side, back and forth. So, typically I would tell you, if I am calling the action for Miss Nightmare, I would watch something else. Listen to the action that I'm calling. Watch something else. Just like these wrestlers, got to have your head on a swivel in a match like this. Miss Nightmare kicking out, though, in a 2 count. And for right now, Rebecca taking it outside, looking like thought she was going to go after Bobbi Hart, but instead gets out and stays out. Another interesting thing, Heather going after Allison. Allison, the only NWO member ever to leave the NWO, and to be fair, we are still not even sure if she has truly left the NWO. No longer wears the colors, but I would never put it past the NWO to be playing the long game. Look at this, Jade Jarrett getting double teamed on the outside by 2 of the largest female women wrestlers that we have. Definitely 2 of the scariest. Now, Bobbi Hart and Heather, the only 2 wrestlers remaining in the ring for right now. Everybody else on the outside. Heather getting a 2 count right there on Bobbi Hart. Crimson finally says, hey, I got to get back in there. Bobbi Hart ducks up out of the way, but look at how fast Tekryn gets in the ring, trying to get after Crimson, but Crimson having none of it, keeps pushing her back. Miss Nightmare with Jade. Allison getting a ladder, but Rebecca not having any of that. Drops her down, now rolls up the leg. Referee almost on top of the action, but can't get a 1 count. Heather looking like she's going after something underneath the rope. And Tekryn kicking out in 2. Oh, that is a powerful move on the outside of the ring. Jade Jarrett throwing her down. Look at this, the 2 largest female wrestlers tying it up. Crimson gets Miss Nightmare up, and power bombs her right into the corner. Heather just got eliminated by Jade Jarrett. And look at the dirty pin Becky uses on Tekryn to win. Like I said, doesn't matter how you do it as long as you're getting the job done. Becky getting the job done there against Tekryn. And it's funny, it's like Miss Nightmare's like, no, only one person can be whipping up on Crimson. And you kind of understand it after that power bomb, her throwing her into the ring like that. But now the 2 of them disengaged. Allison and Bobbi Hart going back and forth. And here we go. That is Bobbi Hart's finishing move. Now rolls up the leg on Allison. Referee pretty quick actually to see what was going on. 2 3. And now Allison Wagner out of this match, pinned by Bobbi Hart. Becky, though, sees Bobbi coming, but that didn't even matter. But I'll tell you what did matter. Miss Nightmare getting the best of Bobbi right there. Jade and Crimson on the outside, and Becky going after something. 5 competitors remain in this match. Who is going to be the women's Money in the Bank briefcase holder? Oh, you got to watch out inside. That is how Miss Nightmare typically sets up her finishing move, the Bone Crusher. Bobbi trying to fight her off, but Miss Nightmare trying not to have any of it. Gets her right there, and there it is. The Bone Crusher rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And it is hard to come back from the Bone Crusher. That is for sure. And then there were 4. Crimson now rolls up the leg of Miss Nightmare. Only a 1 count. And Becky gets to work with that baseball bat. Oh, thought Miss Nightmare had something on Jade Jarrett, but it turns out she did not. And now a 2 count on Miss Nightmare on the outside. Becky looking for those ropes, nowhere to be found. Neither is the referee for that matter. And Rockro Raggy looked like she was going to get choke slam, but then rolls it out, rolls that arm down, and gets out of it, but does not get out of the baseball bat shot from Miss Nightmare. Still, though, even with the bat to the head, only a 1 count, and we are down to 4. Miss Nightmare now trying to slow it down a little bit, play it up to the crowd. But guess who sees that coming? There it is, Jade Jarrett's finishing move. 1, 2. And only a 2 count on her. Becky trying to get the table going. Crimson not having any of it. And look at this. In true 4 Horsemen fashion, Jade Jarrett now using that baseball bat, trying to take the tar out of Miss Nightmare, trying to get that 3 count. Or at least put her in a position to be in a 3 count. Becky now trying to fight her way out. Crimson has her in the clutches. But look at that. Becky now fighting out. Elbow shots to the ear. Little ear clapper going on there. Jade Jarrett, though. Miscalculation. Oh, look at this. Look at what's going on the outside there. Referee right on top of it. Some kind of reverse-ish looking Boston Crab maneuver. Becky's got Crimson in. Is Crimson going to tap out? No, Crimson finally gets out of it, gets to her feet first, and takes Becky and whips her back into the ring. That little move there allowed Jade to kind of recover. If you look at Jade, one of only 2 wrestlers, I believe, that actually has heels in her ring attire. Becky now, bat shot, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And finally, the bat shot takes out Miss Nightmare. We are down to either Becky, Jade Jarrett, or Crimson to be named our very first women's Money in the Bank champion. Well, briefcase holder. I'll tell you, after a match like this, probably feels like a championship. Right, Sentinel. What is going on, Becky? Welcome to the stream. Here we go. Crimson finally gets a choke slam in on somebody. 1, 2, 3. And with the kendo stick, Becky now taking it to Crimson. Now goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Crimson kicks out in 2. Becky can't even believe it. We are down to Womano on Womano. 1-on-1 to see who's going to be. Going for a ride. But look at this. Didn't think she would be able to not get pinned, but rolls into the corner. And look at these. Crimson breaks the kendo stick over the head of Becky. Now goes for the pin. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to tell you, not any way to survive all those kendo stick shots to the head.
Here is your winner, and Miss Money in the Bank, Crimson.
So our very first Miss Money in the Bank in WCW is Crimson. Crimson now able to use that briefcase at any point to get her shot at the WCW Women's Championship. But wow, what a match. What a way to start out WCW Thunder, the go-home show right before our 100th episode overall. And the very first WCW versus WWE pay-per-view event, WarGames. Now, we got to see a little bit of the NXT version of WarGames. WCW stepped in, did not do well against them. Hopefully, they can get that turned around when they host the WWE for WarGames. So the Ministry of Darkness winning the Money in the Bank and now putting their women's tag team titles on the line against the Four Horsewomen. Angela Starr and Judge Julie Justice will be the two to go up for the Horsewomen to see if they can't bring home those titles here tonight. Now, none of the WCW titles will be on the line, only the Universal titles, which means the Divas Championship, the $1 Million Championship, the men's and women's Universal World titles, and the men and women's Universal Tag Team titles. All of them will be on the line in WarGames. So one of the things that started the all-new looks, Awesome Christina now in her all-new look, her new face mask. Most of this stuff, when you watch our creator streams, you will get to see and be a part of, have input into the creation of some of these wrestlers' looks and the creation of some new wrestlers. So if you play the game WWE 2k23, use hashtag Totes to find most of our creations in the community creations in the game. If you look at most of our title belts, it is really an ode to some of the new stuff we learned. And
the following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WCW Women's World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Four Horsemen. their opponents. They are the WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Ministry of Darkness.
And an ode to the old WCW World Championship belt. So it's good to see first match had a different referee in it than the second. I really like that because that is typically how it goes anyway. Not something that is supposed to be on purpose, I don't believe, but I'm super happy that they have never fixed it. Little bourbon and coffee right there. Delicious. Now, Awesome Christina and Tiffany Tears in their very first title defense that I can remember for the WCW Women's Tag Team titles. This is also probably the way you'd want it to go. You'd want the judge faced up against Awesome Christina. Not that there's a huge size difference, but the wrestlers, Angela and Tiffany, kind of match up a little bit better. Awesome Christina and Triple J kind of face off a little bit better. And it is also kind of funny. There's a Double J and a Triple J in the women's 4-horse women. Now, this should go by now without saying, but I always like to say it just in case. The championship title belts, not one of them can change hands in a countout. So, for the champions, it doesn't matter. They don't care if they lose on the outside or not, or win. They can't change. But if you're the challenger, you want to make sure that you keep your opponents in the ring and not let them get counted out, not let them take a cheap win. One. And Awesome Christina kicking out. Remember, too, Judge Julie Justice, former women's world champion. So, really interesting move. Thought the judge was getting ready to come up with a big slam, but look at Tiffany Tears. Getting her in that tarantula-style move, and now the judge trying to get over, get Angela Starr tagged back into this match. Angela comes in swinging. Goes now, looks like she's trying to get her rolled over into a Boston Crab. Gets that locked in. Referee right on top of it. AC, though, making sure her partner gets out of that. Look at that, a quick little flippity-dippity right there. And only a 1 count. Right there, look at that. Could almost be classified as a scunion buster, but love it, Sentinel, love it. And we're going to get to see a couple other people we haven't got to see in a while, like the Silver and Black Knight will be facing off tonight against JP. Digital and Witcher will be facing off against Rowdy and Jane. Sting will be putting the U.S. Championship title belt on the line tonight against none other than John Cena. The NWO will be facing off against the Hart Foundation in a 4-way tag elimination match. And the World Tag Team titles on the line tonight. What is this? Owies is what that is. Now Tiffany rolls up the leg, but on the wrong side of the ring. Oh, the finisher. Put her in the Black Widow, but again, the judge sitting right there, and now trying to provide Angela a little bit of time to get up. Does not work, however, and now Angela on an island by herself. Is the judge going to be able to get up? And get back into the corner? So far, does not look like it. Referee blocking Tiffany's way over into the ring. And that's the thing that kind of makes you wonder sometimes. I often say I think the Horsemen are smart enough to have some of these referees on their payroll. Now rolls up the leg. One. But only a 1 count. Angela now fighting back. Look, referee not getting in her way. So that's kind of weird. And now double team maneuver incoming by the 4 horsewomen. And what goes up, it's got to come down. The judge not letting up at all, keeping the pace of this match up. She has had a little bit of a break, and so she has had time where Tiffany's rolling out, gets Angela tagged right back in. Thought Angela might have been going after Tiffany, but instead goes after AC. Tiffany now coming to her senses, gets back in the ring. Angela waiting, but Tiffany counters right away. But now Angela letting the feet and the hands go, knock her into the corner. But Tiffany, that's the thing about these guys. This will go back and forth. Neither one of them are going to quit. Look at that big earshot with the foot. Gets the judge tagged back in. AC has now made it back up to her feet, but so is Tiffany. Whips her into the corner, gives her that back elbow. And the judge not letting Tiffany get her into the corner, does not want to take on the double team maneuver. Instead, big power slam, now rolls up the leg. 1, and only a 1 count. Oh, look at that. What the heck was that? It's like, I think she's trying to get up to that top rope. Angela's like, let me get out of the way. Tiffany now making it back up to her feet. What is going on? Richard, welcome to the stream. The judge trying to keep it going, but cannot. AC gets it turned back around, throws her out of the ring, and now look, has her sights set on Angela. And look at this, just unleashing the power onto Angela Star. Judge Julie Justice trying to get things going again, turns around, was playing a little possum with her. It seems to have worked, but look, AC right back up on her feet. Angela throws, or the judge throws her back into the ring. She jumps out and just catches her on the way by. And that was enough to get the judge back in the ring. Now whips her into the ropes, hip toss, rolls the leg. 1. And still only a 1 count. Now that has got to scare you if you were one of the 4 horsewomen. That has got to make you a little bit nervous as long as this match has gone on. And AC still only sitting at a 1 count. You can see Angela Star moving slower. The judge starting to move slower. and AC kicking out in 1. So it looks like they've got a little bit ways to go to get things going. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, and the 4 horsewomen bring home the brand new WCW Tag Team titles.
Here are your winners, the 4 Horsemen.
So Angela Starr and the Judge, world champions once again, granted as tag team, but still world champions nonetheless. That was kind of crazy. You look at it, it was out of nowhere. Did not look like it was going so well. And then they come away with the tag team titles. Now we're looking at the Hart Foundation taking on members of the New World Order, with their leader facing off against Sting later tonight in what normally would be a main event match. However, Hulk Hogan, our current world champion here tonight, will be facing off once again against Totes for the world title going in to the WarGames pay-per-view event. So kind of crazy, bunch of different matches going on tonight. We still have our mixed tag team match coming up tonight.
The following is an elimination match. Introducing first, representing the NWO from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 252 pounds, Army Ranger.
So Recon Delta still comes out by himself despite being a member of the NWO, where you will see the rest of the NWO come out together. What is going on, Indie Gaming? Welcome to the stream. So guys, if you're brand new here, just so you know what is going on, I create most of the wrestlers. I create all the arenas, all the championship title belts, right? All the storylines. I let the computer do the matches. I turn off the commentary. I commentate the match live with you, so this is not rehearsed. This is not practice. I see it as you see it, and we just hang out with the really good community. If I see you in the chat enough, or you become one of the members, whether the Bark Squad member or a title belt member, I will make you or download you if you made yourself and put you in the game into our universe mode. All different kinds of ways to get into the universe mode. Best way, just show up. And don't ask me a bunch of times to do it. It should be a very interesting time in the main event. I have a feeling the thing that we tried to do last time didn't work. I think it'll work this time. We'll have to see. But you won't want to take your eyes off the match, Sentinel, I'll tell you that. If for some reason I can't make it work again on our very next Nitro event, Sentinel will cash in his Money in the Bank title belt. So the rest of the NWO now making their way down to the ring.
And combined weight of 685 pounds, Austin Theory, Robert Roode, and LA Knight, the NWO.
NWO led by John Cena, of all people, will be facing off against Sting here tonight. These guys end up defecting from the WWE, making their way to the WCW, helping create the brand new brand of WCW, but doing it as members of the New World Order. Absolutely crazy. Did not see any of that coming, but look at this. Here they are. But you know, it wouldn't be WCW without having Bret Hart and the all-new Hart Foundation. Brand new Hart Foundation members, Chris Jericho, Lance Storm. And Ken Shamrock.
And at a combined weight of 942 pounds, the Hart Foundation.
So the Hart Foundation getting their shot tonight at the NWO. Does this have anything to do with who will be facing off against the team in the WWE at WarGames? As of right now, we don't know who the WWE is going to be sending to WarGames. We also don't know who the WCW is going to be sending to WarGames. We got to see the LWO face off against NXT at NXT's WarGames, but don't think the LWO will be the ones facing off against the WWE in our very next pay-per-view event. So we don't get to see this match very often. But this is a 4-man tag elimination match. Last team standing wins. So right away, leader of the Hart Foundation facing off against Recon Delta, member of the community. Bret Hart getting to work, but quickly gets Ken Shamrock tagged into the match. Recon going for a clothesline. Ken Shamrock stopping that right there in his tracks. And Recon immediately going after Chris Jericho. Remember, Chris Jericho in one of the few belts that retains its history, retains all of its stats, is the Universal title. And Chris Jericho, one of the very first Universal champions we've had, which was somewhere back around season 3. The other very, very unique part of this game, or of this match and this match type, you can be knocked out, which normally you can't. Look at this. Lance Storm hits Recon in the back of the head. Recon lets Lance Storm get tagged in, probably so he can exact a little bit of revenge against Lance Storm. Now, while Lance Storm is the third competitor tagged in for the Hart Foundation, Recon Delta has not tagged out yet. Looked like that's what he was trying to do. Looks like he was really trying to get after and get out of this match. However, did not. from Recon, just delivering some punches. Goes swinging neck breaker, jumping on by, catching Lance Storm riding dirty. And now, like a kid playing with his food, just giving Lance Storm some kicks and gets Austin Theory tagged into this match. You would think if you were looking across and you were the NWO that you would want Austin Theory and Lance Storm kind of teamed up. That would be my strategy. Big back elbow though, now rolls up the leg. 1. And almost a 2 count already. Did not look like Theory was going to be able to kick out of that, which is kind of surprising because he had just got tagged into this match. Theory, though, wisely not going out of the ropes on that side. Gets 2 of them down, and look at that. Plays up against Lance Storm. But Lance Storm fighting back. Shamrock remaining an option to be tagged back in. And faked the throw out right there. Brought him back in, clothesline. And Austin Theory continues to go after anybody but the legal man in this match. Thought Lance might have used that. You can see Lance already starting to move a little bit slower. Thought he was going to use that little window to go get one of his teammates tagged in. Opts not to, though. But Austin, thought Austin was going to go and get Rude tagged in, but did not. Instead, again, look at him. Austin Theory going after Bret Hart. And Lance Storm sneaks in, throws him up into the thing, and look at this. Austin's going to get a shot at Bret Hart right here. Bret Hart probably didn't appreciate all the little mini stunners on that top rope that Austin Theory was dishing out. Now getting his chance to get after Theory, and that is exactly what he's doing. Rolls up the leg. And you knew it's kind of early in there, but you still got to test the waters out a little bit. See what's going on. Oh, look at this. Austin Theory goes hip drag. And a big boot right to the face. Staying on the offense, however, and look at the underhanded tactics. That is like a staple of the NWO. Chris Jericho finally caught Austin Theory. Instead of taking that power bomb, hits him right in the jaw. Austin now rolling up the leg. And again, you think, like, how could this match ever end? But what it starts happening is people start getting knocked out. But look at that. As soon as we said that was going on, Bret Hart gets pinned by Austin Theory. Austin Theory trying to make his way over to Bobby Roode, but he can't even get there. Too tired to even move after that shot he took from Ken Shamrock. So Austin Theory eliminates Hart, but can't even get to his corner to tag in one of his NWO pals. So here we go. NWO not so much on the double team moves. Hart Foundation seemed to work very well together. And takes the drop kick right to the back of the head. Jericho blocking him from getting over there. He's trying to get over there, but can't make it. How much more punishment is Austin Theory going to be able to take? Or can he get out of this this match. That's how he beat Hart. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and kicks out in 2. Thought again he would use that opportunity to get out, but does not. Hits him again. But Lance Storm right there to take care of business. Recon Delta now getting tagged in. Smart move by Austin Theory. Look at that. Superman punch. Rolls the leg. 1. And that could only mean one of a few things. Oh, went for the Superman punch. Shamrock gets out of the way, though. Looked like he was trying to set up his finishing move, the Delta variant. But Ken Shamrock avoids it. Recon, though, stays on Chris Jericho. And maintains control of the match. Now goes over. This might be the first time Bobby Roode has been tagged into this match. I think, well, really, him and LA Knight. I don't think LA Knight's been in this match either. It has been Austin Theory and Recon Delta for the NWO. And look at that already. Chris Jericho getting a 2 count. But this isn't necessarily a bad place. The NWO has one of their members in the corner, but look at this. Weird thing that's going on. Huh. Okay. Not exactly sure what Bobby is doing, but all right. Was kind of hoping that they would fix themselves here. Hold on. Let's see if we can't just at least get... I wish he would grab, if he could grab me maybe. So they keep trying to grab each other and can't. See, now he's getting in the weird thing. Well, oh well. That's how the cookie's gonna crumble on that one. Randomly choose a winner and moving on. It's weird sometimes when it does that. It's not very often that it does that, but it does do that sometimes. So, anyway, we will just have to see what that means moving forward for the next pay-per-view event. But it does look like the Hart Foundation ends up coming out with a victory over the NWO that was chosen randomly But whatever. Now, we haven't got to see the Silver and Black Knight in a long time. But his all-new look will be coming out tonight along with JP's new look. We have got to see a little bit of it, but we're going to get to see a lot more of it here right now. So quite a unique entrance, all made up by JP himself. The only thing we kind of did was redress him.
For one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Bikers from Salt Lake City, Utah, weighing in at 177 pounds, Jaden the Wick Palmer.
So if you got to hear that, looks like JP, Witcher, and Digital are calling themselves the Bikers. But what is that going to mean at the end of the day? We know GC Rock is the one that has the bike. So are they going to try to recruit him, or are they just going to go after his bike? I have a feeling we're going to be finding that out sooner rather than later. But tonight, none of that matters, as JP will be facing off against Fabian Suazo, the Silver and Black Knight.
And his opponent from Colorado, weighing in at 271 pounds, Silver Black Knight.
So is the Black Knight going to use this opportunity? JP has had a lot of success in wrestling, but is he going to be able to capitalize on this and start getting his name pushed up higher and higher in the ranks, trying to get a victory here tonight over JP? So one thing about WCW wrestlers, lots of pyro. So JP used to giving up size. I think JP might be, he is either the number 1 or 2 smallest wrestler in our wrestling universe. However, does not wrestle small. So will the Black Knight be able to use his size advantage, the power advantage against JP, or will JP once again prevail over another much larger wrestler? But look, that's the reason why right there. You start looking at the different things that these wrestlers are going to do. JP much faster than most of the other wrestlers, uses that speed that he has against him. The bus riders, I love it. Look at that. Jumps out, never seen a maneuver even like that, but the Black Knight gets out of the way. Hits JP, then JP recovers, the Black Knight recovers, and back and forth they go. It's dangerous being out here because look at that power bomb and then a side bomb right into that digital screen right there. You want to talk about some great equalization going on. Oh, this time though, JP does hit it. And again, never even seen that move. We've seen it done twice here tonight already. And it looks like both wrestlers right now very content wrestling on the outside of the ring, trying to end each other's nights early. Silver and Black Knight taking it up to the top rope. Not a place he's normally at, but look at that. Hits him with a big elbow now. Rolls up the leg. This might do it. 1, 2, and of course it would not do it against JP. Black Knight now using the ring against JP. Keeping him in the corner for right now, but look at this. JP fighting back out of it. Misses the knee. Big right hands coming from the Black Knight. But JP not having it. Big swinging neck breaker. Rolls up. Is he going to go for the pin? No. So keeps it going, but look at this, moving much slower. Now JP up to the top rope. Silver and Black Knight now getting back up to his feet. Don't think he sees him though, and look at that. Thought for sure he was going for the pin. Doesn't do it, but here we go. This is his finishing move. Is this gonna do it? Blocks him from the ropes, 2. And the Silver and Black Knight kicks out in 2 as well. But look at this. JP says if one's not going to do it, maybe 2 will. Splits him open. Rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3. And JP once again comes out the winner.
Here is your winner, Jaden the Wick Palmer.
Jaden once again bringing home the victory to the Bikers. One of the tougher wrestlers, I'm going to tell you, you start stacking up these wins. Starts putting your name, he is in the cruiserweight, light heavyweight division, but that starts bringing your name into some other divisions, maybe the hardcore division, maybe even the United States title division. So we will have to see. We have only ever seen one mixed tag match many moons ago, and we are about to get our second one here tonight at WCW Thunder. The 4 horsemen and 4 horsewomen facing off against the Bikers in a mixed tag match. Who is going to bring home the victory tonight?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the 4 horsemen from New York, New York, weighing in at 304 pounds, the WCW Hardcore Champion, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hunt.
Rowdy making his way down to the ring. Brand new look, brand new hardcore champion. New 4 horsemen, new age 4 horsemen cut. And brand new entrance motion. So a bunch of new stuff from Rowdy. Rowdy making his way down to the ring. Jane will be coming down next to face off against the Bikers. Now remember the rules. If you don't remember the rules of a mixed tag team, anytime one of them tags out, automatically the other team tags out as well. So you can't have a man against a woman or a woman against a man. Only man on man, woman on woman in the mixed tag team
And his partner,
match.
representing the Four Horsemen from Leeds, England, the Legend Killer, Jade.
It's been a minute, too, since we got to see Jade. Jade now making her way down to the ring. Legend Killer, you can see all the hash marks that she has from the legend she has taken out. Teaming up tonight, though, with Rowdy. It's funny, if these matches start going well, I mean, you think of, there's a lot of mixed tag matches that you can look at. GC Rock and Lady Rock. Eagle and Angela. Becky and Sentinel.
And the Bikers.
So now the brand new looks of Witcher and Digital making their way down to the ring. A little bit of a better look now at Digital. Look, got the dog pound right on the old backside there. But here we go. First real mixed tag team match in a long time. The Bikers facing off against the NWO. Two big guys getting after it in the ring. And two former world champion in the women's division also in tonight's match. Will the Bikers kind of be able to establish themselves as serious contenders? I mean, you look at the established, like, Four Horsemen and the established Four Horsewomen. Like, as far as factions go, them and the NWO, kind of the longest standing ones right there. Hart Foundation, another one. Not sure who you really have faction-wise in the WWE. I mean, you have the Judgment Day. We're not really watching the WWE right now in our universe mode, so, I mean, is there a D-Generation X? But something to definitely keep our eyes on while we move forward and move through this. So right here, where they go to, where normally you would see a double team move, there is no double team move. So now, right away, you see Jane get tagged in. So that automatically brings Witcher in to the fold. The new look, new face scan of Witcher. Look, Jane right there. Witcher trying to stomp a mud hole and walk it dry. Jane goes to clothesliner, but gets it blocked. Now rolls up the leg. One. And only a one count. So far tonight, lots of exciting matches, lots of things happening in the universe mode. Big kick right up underneath the jaw of Jane. Witcher, though, staying into the mix and gets Digital tagged in. Rowdy now in as well. That first go round, Rowdy getting the best of Digital. Now Digital trying to get that changed. Whips him into the rope and takes his second big boot to the face, though. Rowdy gets up and look at that big slam, rolls the leg. 1, 2, and look at that. You speak Rowdy's name and he will appear. Rowdy now getting it set up. Gets Digital up. Huge slam. One. And Witcher right there to break it up. 4 Horsemen. And the Bikers facing off in this mixed tag team match. 1. And still only a 1 count. You think about how much punishment Digital has taken, including that big elbow drop off that top rope. And it is shocking that he is still finding a way to kick out in 1. Digital, as of late, has been having some bad luck in the ring, but I think now with the brand new look, the change of attitude, the change in the way things are going, might be seeing an all new streak getting ready to start. Witcher, big slam on Jade. Looked like she might have been trying to set her up for the Witch's Brew. But Jade ducks out of the way. Now trying to get back to her feet, using the ropes. Witcher waiting on her. And a big boot right over the top. You don't see many in the women's division using that move. They typically use clotheslines, but the big boot right over that top rope. Jade first back in, then look at that, waiting on Witcher. Gets her with 1 clothesline, 2 clotheslines, and 3 clotheslines a lady. And here we go, last dance of Mary Jane. Hits her right there, nonchalant pin incoming. Is this going to be it? 1, 2, and Witcher kicking out in 2. Jane's like, fine. One of those like half choke slams right there. Tries to get her, but look at this. Witcher played a little bit of possum. Went for that nearsighted schoolboy. Or maybe schoolgirl in that case. But Jane kicks out in 1. Jane then trying to go after something, and look at that move. Holy Moses. Witcher moving slow, but goes over, gets Digital, tagged back in. Rowdy waiting on him. And splits Digital open. But look, Digital right back up to his feet like he's not having it. Picks up Rowdy, takes him over to the corner, throws him down. And gets Witcher tagged back in. So not much of a break for Witcher, but there it is. Witch's Brew incoming. Has it locked onto Jane. Rowdy, I don't know. He's, he can't really hit the referee. But Jane works her way out of that. But now you got to believe that things have been probably put on a much more even playing field. And look at that. 4 Horsemen walk away with the victory with the pin on Witcher.
Here are your winners.
Taking a victory lap around the ring, Rowdy and Jane, the winners of the mixed tag team match. So that is now starting to get in. We haven't seen, like if we go back and look, we have not seen a lot of titles. Only one so far on the line tonight. But now, running it back through, the last 4 matches of the evening will have titles on the line. Right now, WCW Women's Television Championship and champion Victoria Vandiver will put her championship on the line against the all-new look of Phoenix.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's World Television Championship.
Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification to don't miss anytime we go live. This is the most unique thing, not the only thing, but the most unique thing that we do on this channel for sure. And share the video, that way everybody knows what is going on right now. Members and memberships are available on the channel if you want to do it that way. All the money, now that we're doing this, all the money will go towards purchasing a title belt that you guys, if you have a character in this game, will get to wrestle for, and I will have shipped to you. That is what all the money goes towards. I have a very good job. I do not need money. But all the money will go back into this channel and towards giveaways and other things as we grow and we grow. Victoria Vandiver now making her way down to the ring. If you watched the creation streams, you would know that this belt was initially going to be the women's world title belt. Until we learned a brand new technique on how to make title belts, then this became the television championship for the women.
Introducing the challenger from Phoenix, Arizona, Finwick. And her opponent from Allentown, Pennsylvania, she is the WCW Women's World Television Champion, Victoria Vandiver.
Victoria Vandiver, also new look, Phoenix new look. To include a brand new face scan on Victoria, will put her title on the line right now. New ink too on that left arm of hers. Getting started right now. Now, typically, Victoria gets off to a bit of a slow start. However, her height is the thing that sets her apart and makes her moves a lot more impactful than it does with other wrestlers doing the same moves necessarily. Her power gets generated from her height. So, right now, getting taken to Suplex City, the old trifecta put on Phoenix. Phoenix now trying to get back to her feet. And Phoenix with her new look too. Getting things turned back around. Both women though former world champions in other promotions neither of them have won a world championship yet with WCW, but the all-new WCW just getting started. It looks like it's going to be around for quite some time. Look at this, Phoenix using the entire ring, already springboarding off that top rope. 2. Oh, and I was like, are we about to have a new champion? That would be awful quick. I would have had to have thought maybe a stomach bug or something could have been involved there, but look at that. Phoenix getting the hops right there, going up top, taking it to the top floor, giving her old 2 boots to the face. Victoria still trying to get back to her feet, fighting through it now, and just back and forth battle. Right here, Victoria getting a reverse armbar locked in. Phoenix trying to fight through it, fights through it, and takes out the knee. But look, Victoria right back up, big forearm, right to the scunion. And it has been a minute, like, Phoenix looks good, but like she is looking really good so far this match with the reversals. Victoria, though, trying to fight through and stay, but look at this. Phoenix again with another reversal. Looking like she is a woman on a mission, gonna bring home that television title tonight. Up top she goes. Oh! The old Phoenix Star press. 2, 3, and look at that. Phoenix, brand new women's WCW television champion.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Women's World Television Champion, Phoenix.
So Phoenix bringing a new look to the ring and bringing home the WCW Women's Television title. Unbelievable. Now the next match, kind of crazy. The NWO's LA Knight loses the United States title belt to Sting, and then immediately John Cena, not LA Knight, getting a shot at that WCW US Championship in the very next show. So Monday night, that goes downtown. Thursday Night Thunder now. John Cena seeing if he can bring the United States title back home to the NWO.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW United States Championship.
You can already tell NWO music hitting, lights starting to flash. Leader of the New World Order, John Cena, getting ready to come down to the ring. Now, you look back at the start of his WWE career, that United States title kind of catapulted him up into the world title picture, where he goes on to win that world title 15 or 16 times, the most in WWE history still to this day. Will the U.S. title tonight, if he can bring it home, catapult him up into the WCW world title picture in the same way? Now, you know he's in it, but can he be in it going through the United States title division? And now one of the most intense and talented wrestlers on the face of the planet. This is Sting. So Sting making his way down to the ring with the United States title belt in tow. For whatever reason with the wrong entrance, but hey, whatevs. It's Sting, he does what he wants. You remember last time Sting actually had the United States title belt was a completely different looking Sting, not the Crow version of Sting, but the crazy face painted surfer Sting.
Introducing the challenger from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena! And his opponent from Omaha, Nebraska, weighing in at 246 pounds, he is the WCW United States Champion, the Scorpion.
So make sure to stay tuned. We have 2 matches after this one, but in the main event, Totes McGoats will be going for the world title one more time against Hollywood Hulk Hogan. However, that may not be all. Should be a crazy match if it works. But before we get to any of that, there will be an 8-man elimination tag team title match with the WCW titles, tag titles on the line. And currently, Sting versus John Cena on almost every other show would be a main event. But tonight, playing second fiddle to Hogan. Look at the tattoo on Sting's chest. Goes pretty well with the rest of the Scorpion on his tights. Interesting touch. I'm not saying who did that, but I know him pretty well. Sting now taking it up to the top rope. Cena getting to his feet, and look at that. Cena plays a little catch and release, releases him right after a big power slam, but Sting right back to his feet super fast, delivering those knife edge chops, assisted with the other side. And just move after move combo, Sting putting on John Cena, trying to loosen him up a bit. Making sure he doesn't get the old Cena slam. Cena now right back to his feet, takes Sting all the way down to the end of the ring there, whips him in, misses, timing a little bit off on that one, but picks him up. Big slam, could be setting up the old can you see me maneuver, but Sting back up to his feet, letting the hands go. And his timing not off. Slams him down, getting the crowd fired up right now, looking to retain that United States title that he had just won from LA Knight of the NWO during Nitro. but proving he is a fighting champion, facing off against the leader of the NWO right now. Goes Stinger Splash. That usually is going to set it up. Hits him. Here we go. Scorpion Death Drop. Is this going to do it? Rolls the leg. 1, 2. And John Cena somehow kicks it out in 2. Yeah, crowd chanting, they aren't worthy. They aren't worthy indeed. Cannot believe what I am seeing right here. Most of the time, Scorpion Deathlock, and it would be all over but the crying. But the crying's still going on right now. John Cena kicks out in 2. Unbelievable. Sting now starting to get a little bit frustrated, you can tell. Delivers another elbow now, trying to take it up to the top rope. Last time he tried this, Cena caught him right and dirty. Sting thinks twice about it, gets back down and whips Cena into the ropes. Big smash. 1, 2, 3, and Sting will retain the WCW United States Championship.
Here is your winner, and still WCW United States Champion, the Scorpion.
Sting holding on to that title, now facing and beating 2 members of the NWO. Sting having a long history with the NWO and NWO members. But right now, none of that matters, as a few teams we haven't seen in a while, have not seen Night Violator in a while, haven't got to see Harlem Heat in a hot minute, and haven't seen the Walters brothers. However, the Maniacs, the current WCW Tag Team Champions, will put their titles on the line right now in a 8-way or a 4-team tornado tag match. All 8 competitors will be in the ring with the title belts on the line. Last man or last team standing will win the WCW Tag Team Championship title belts. Hogan wins the World Championship, and look at this. All the lights turn to red and yellow. I tell you, GC Rock by himself is scary, but then look at this. Night Violator in tow, the 2 of them. Quite a formidable team. Haven't seen Night Violator, so he should be well rested and ready to go for this match. Will they be able to bring home the tag team title belts tonight? Both men can be found in the community creations. Use hashtag Totes, that's hashtag TOTES, in community creations to find those 2. And many more. All of our title belts, most of our wrestlers are in community creations and can be found using hashtag Totes. Nobody small in this ring tonight. Maybe Booker T, the smallest of all of them. And he is not a small wrestler at all. But Harlem Heat now making their way down to the ring in the all-new WCW. And while it's been a minute, I mean, it's still, at the end of the day, one of the greatest tag teams ever in WCW. You look at Harlem Heat, the Steiner brothers, just really, really good tag team wrestling going on in the old WCW. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, some of the greatest tag teams ever, I think, really came out of there. WWE never really super focused on the tag team division. I know. There's some big boys going to be wrestling. You look at Milkman too, SC Jumpman, not small guys. And then you look at the likes of the Walters brothers. These dudes are on another level altogether. Walters brothers complete with their shiny red amulets. The leader of their group, The Fiend. Don't know if he's here tonight, but sure, we are going to start seeing him very shortly. And it's got to kind of make you wonder just a little bit. I mean, one of these guys takes another one of these guys off the top rope somehow. Is the ring going to even be able to take it? Ring might blow up. And now, the WCW World Tag Team Champions getting ready to make their way down to the ring with the all-new title belts. Won them at Nitro, not the last Nitro, but the one before that. And now, all of these teams getting a shot at it right here, right now tonight. Look at these belts, too. These belts on another level. One of the better creations we made. The detail is out of control. So Milkman and SC Jumpman, the Maniacs, one of the longest tenured tag teams in our universe. You look at them. You look at Simba and Grady, American Alpha. You look at the Hit Squad, Cecil Davis and Kempty Watson. Long time tenured tag teams, and they have stuck it out, stuck it together. And the Maniacs, once again, our very first WCW World Champions. Look at all those guys. Look at the referee. That'll give you an idea how big and small everybody is. Every time that ring moves, I'm going to be worried that it's going to bust, but we'll see what happens as we move forward. The other one really to watch, you look at Night Violator, Walter, old Wade War Walters, and Brutus Walters. Those are three of the largest guys in our universe mode. All of them in the ring together. People keep trying to get a hold. I don't know if you're watching. I was watching Night Violator this entire time. And people keep trying to get a hold of Night Violator. Night Violator, though, not having it. Look at that SC Jumpman climbing up the ladder there to get GC Rock. And here we go, Night Violator. Wade Moore Walters has him in the corner. Now rolls up the leg. And only a 1 count. GC Rock now getting it on with Stevie Ray, Milkman, and Booker T getting after it. And it is this part right here. Everybody kind of doing their own thing. Look at how much the ring shook off of that. Ring out of control. Referee out of position. And not even a 1 count. Look at the table over there. Something we might want to keep an eye on. And here we go, Night Violator putting Wade War Walters into a submission hold. Is he going to be able to hold on? Milkman and Booker T looking like they're trying to leave the arena. And Booker T barely kicks out in 2. And Night Violator has been pinned. GC Rock now on his own, also going up against Wade Walters. Wade now trying to pin GC Rock, but GC Rock kicking out in 1 now. If GC Rock wins, it will be because he won. His tag partner out of the match already. Milkman looking like he's trying to take a little bit of a break, but Brutus Walters getting GC Rock back up. Picks him up. Big choke slam. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And GC Rock kicks it out in 2. Tell you right now, what would be smart is Harlem Heat and GC Rock trying to team up and at least get one of them guys out. One of either Wade, one of the Walters brothers for sure. GC Rock moving super slow. You can tell, like having some issues there.
Booker T has been eliminated.
Booker T now out of the match as well. So kinda would be in GC Rock's best interest. And Stevie Ray's best interest to kind of team up a little bit. But right now, SC Jumpman puts his finisher on GC Rock. However, referee not paying attention because a submission hold was going on right there. Now SC Jumpman taking it up to the top. GC Rock laying defenses in the ring. Frog splash. Rolls up the leg. This time, referee sees it. 1, 2. And GC Rock somehow kicks out in 2. That is 2 finishers he has had put on him. And still finds a way to kick out in 2. And see, if you're the champions, you don't care how it goes as long as you're both in it. But right now, Wade taking it to Milkman. And the Walters brothers. Like Wade's going after everybody. Look at that. Big slam. 1, 2, 3, and I was like, there is no way GC Rock is going to be able to survive that again. And he does not. 3 finishers will do it. I was going to say, I am shocked. Nobody has tried to stop that. But here's what's crazy. Normally, I would say you would want to get out. I would normally say, yeah, you want to make sure that you get out at least one of the tag champs. But here's the problem. There is one team left intact right now. Milkman and Stevie Ray have got to find a way to get Wade War Walters or Brutus Walters out of this match before Stevie Ray or Milkman get pinned. Because then it is all over but the crying. Stevie Ray now trying to get out Brutus. 1, 2. And Brutus kicks out in 2. Milkman. And Booker and Stevie Ray wisely have these 2 separated, but they have got to find a way to get one of them out. Wade just got split open. Milkman now taking it up to the top. Drops the elbow. Is that going to do it? Is he going for the pin? Does. 1, 2, 3. And now it doesn't matter who does what. Because it is down to 1-on-1-on-1. So Brutus now trying to get after Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray fighting back. Gets him up. Big sit-down powerbomb coming in. Oh, why would you do that? That doesn't make the most sense in the world. That might be a mistake that comes back to haunt Milkman if they end up losing these tag titles. You can point back to this one move and know that it didn't go well. That was where they lost the match, right there. Stevie Ray, however, still fighting, still swinging. Brutus gets out of the way. Big clothesline. Goes. Stays on top of Stevie Ray. But look at him trying to get over to Milkman. Brutus walks off, but you can tell walking slow right now. Milkman now gets Stevie Ray. Throws him into the wall, and look at this. Brutus wisely kind of sat back in the shadows just a little bit, waited for his opening, and now taking full advantage of it. Stevie Ray, watch out, picks up the stop sign and hits Milkman with it. Went to hit him with it again, but Brutus stops it. And now, if Milkman was smart, he would just stay right there. Stay in the ring. Let those two do whatever they're going to do on the outside. build back up your strength and get ready to try to defend your title. But instead, he doesn't do that. And Rotro SpaghettiOs, that might be it right there. 1, 2, 3. And now, no matter what happens, we are about to have brand new tag team title, or tag team champions. And it's looking more and more like it might be. Brutus might be too strong to beat right now. Brutus now making his way into the ring. Picks up picks up Stevie Ray, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and somehow, and I don't know how, Stevie Ray kicks out in 2, but this might be the mental break that happens with Brutus because it looks like he has lost his mind. Right now, Stevie Ray, though, fighting through it. And remember, you look at like tag team champions. One of the greatest tag teams ever, Stevie Ray and Booker T. So Harlem Heat always has a shot when title belts are on the line. Look at this. Can he get him up? Does. Brings him back down. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and Brutus kicks out with some force. Not quite as much force as he had before, but definitely with some force. Kicks out again. And here they go again, taking it to the outside of the ring. Gets him up in the submission hold. Will Brutus tap out, or is he going to fight through it? Can't believe Stevie Ray still has this move locked in. But look at this. Brutus now starting to get the strength. Fights through it. Claps on. Claps off the ear clapper. Gets him. Picks him up. Is this going to do it? 1, 2, 3. And the Walters brothers are your brand new WCW World Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners, and the new WCW Tag Team Champions, the Disciples of the Apocalypse.
Now you know what happens every time these two end up winning the tag title belts. The Fiend shows up and starts going after the world title. Referee, very scared, did not want anything to do with that. And your brand new WCW Tag Champions. That is going to be tough. Taking these guys one-on-one. They just took on 2 other teams all at the same time and came out on top. So, gonna be very interesting. But that brings us once again to the main event of the evening. Totes McGoats will take on Hogan. Hogan and Totes had quite a good match going back and forth, watching it back. But Hogan right there at the end, big boot, and ends up beating Totes. Totes, however, getting his shot one more time before the pay-per-view event. Can he win and bring that belt home to the Horsemen?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
So with Bravo putting the title on, the Universal title on the line, probably will not see the Horsemen representing the WCW in WarGames this time. But does that mean they'll be going after the other Universal titles? Will they be going after the $1 million title? Will they be going after the tag team titles? We'll have to wait and see. But currently, this is episode 99 in our wrestling event. WarGames will be episode 100. Can you believe we have had 99 episodes in our universe mode already? Because I gotta be honest with you, I can't. And then you think about how far it came when it started and where it is right now. It is unbelievable. I'll tell you right now, I have zero problems with Hogan. This version of Hogan, he looks like a world champion. Looks like a man on a mission. Looks like a guy that could carry a wrestling promotion on his back to the promised land. Yeah, it's totally unbelievable. Can't believe that this is episode 99 that we're about to put in the books. It is crazy. One day we'll talk about where it really started, how it started. And this is more than I ever thought it would be. So, pretty crazy. Super glad to be a part of it with you guys. You guys are kind of what elevated it to another level. Really appreciative of that.
Introducing the challenger from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 257 pounds, Frank D. And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 302 pounds. He is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan.
You know, beyond all of it, I really hope I can make this match do what I need this match to do. I couldn't make it happen last time. Hopefully, I can make it happen this time. It will be mind-blowing if it works. Yeah, that's why we did the NXT WarGames, so that we can make our WarGames, the WCW WarGames, episode 100. Little insider information right there. But here we go, Totes my Goats and Hulk Hogan. Now, Totes has always got the best of Hogan. When you look back into the TSW time, the WWE times, all that stuff, Totes has always come out on top of Hogan. However, in this last match, WCW, Totes did not come out on top of Hogan for the very first time. Is that going to change? Or will Hogan and his new look keep it going in his favor? Wasn't sure if Totes connected on that. Ends up connecting. But here we go. Great equalizers on the outside of the ring. Now, you can't win the title on the outside of the ring, but you can win it on the inside of it. Totes now letting the hands go. Splits Hogan open. And Totes looks like he's a man on a mission. A man with a renewed sense of trying to win this title. And look at all the blood coming out of Hogan's face. Totes now goes, rolls the leg, and gets a 2 count. Look at this, extraction inbound. Rolls up the leg, 1, 2, and Hogan again kicks out in 2. Totes probably can't even believe what's going on. Hogan still down on the ground. Gets out of the way, and now hits Totes. Wait, what is going on here? Look at this. Sentinel is showing up with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Is Sentinel going to cash it in? He is cashing it in right now. This has now become a 3-way triple threat match. Will Sentinel be able to win the title? He is the freshest wrestler of the 3 right now. Hogan already bleeding. Totes already taking a beating himself. But now this is a true triple threat. Not an elimination match, but a true triple threat. The first one to get a pin wins. Is Hogan going to be able to maintain or retain his title? Oh, thought Sentinel was going to connect right there. Totes rolls it up, or Hogan rolls it out of the ring. And then Totes and Sentinel getting to work on each other. Picks him up. Big power bomb, and look at that. Oh, thought Hogan was going to. Hogan did get it in there. And now Totes tries to get out of the ring. Sentinel now picks Hogan up. Big swinging back slam. Look at this. Sentinel on another level with these slams. Sees Totes coming in. Not having it. Gets him up too. Big slam. Hogan back to his feet, but look at this. I'm telling you, Sentinel controlling this match right now. Hogan now trying to control it. Totes not letting the count get in because, again, remember, it's not an elimination match. Whoever gets the pin will be the WCW Heavyweight World Champion. Look at that. Totes letting the hands go. Sentinel, though, not going down. Totes now rolls up the leg. 1. And Sentinel kicking it out in 1. Hogan now trying to get the crowd fired back up. Oh, look at that. Thought it was going to be an extraction. Thought the extraction was inbound, and Sentinel said, no way. Big clothesline inbound. Oh, and Sentinel actually blocks Hogan from getting to Totes. He gets him now, but blocked him from getting to Totes. Sentinel gets that turned around. Flips Hogan back down. Totes now gets Sentinel, tries to whip him in to the corner. Can't do it. Totes, oh, flips it around. DDT. Thought Totes might be going for the pin. Now spins it out. Big clothesline. Does he see Sentinel? He does. Extraction inbound right now. Are the Horsemen going to bring home the WCW World title? And they do. On a crazy cash-in from Sentinel, Totes is your brand new WCW World Champion.
WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Freak D.
Totes McGoats, brand new WCW World title holder. You got Robbo, the Universal Champion. You got Rowdy, the Hardcore Champion. What is going to be in store for Eagle? But what a crazy match. And that puts the Money in the Bank briefcase back out into the hemisphere to be won. So this is absolutely nuts. Remember, guys, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. Memberships are now active. Super chats are active. All the stuff is active. All the money goes towards a replica belt. All these belts cost at least $300+ that we will have a tournament inside this game as soon as we get enough money to buy one, and then it will be mailed out to the winner. So that's what it all goes towards. It will be exciting when it happens. Anyway, that does it for us today. Our very next episode is going to be episode 100 inside our WCW universe. I hope to catch you all there. We'll see all of you in the next one. Peace.